Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
ma'am. How are
ma'am.
you?
Hi Pooja, good afternoon. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you. Everything fine at your place?
Yeah, things are better now. Looking forward to the lockdown ceasing and the infection rates going down slowly.
You all are hoping for the best, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, so today we have Advocate Chetna Reddy with us. She is a legal associate in Legal Wing Consulting LLP. She has been practicing since 2018 and her practice area includes consumer protection law, IPR, mergers and acquisition, IBC and ADR. I again welcome you, Chetna, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, ma'am, one of the audience has asked a question that what is the procedure for filing the consumer complaint before the Consumer Commission? Can you please answer this question for them?
Yeah, sure. So, just to give you some very quick and brief background, the Consumer Protection Act was passed on 9th August 2019 and it came into effect last year, 20th July 2020. And this act gives you a very quick and easy way of filing your complaints. So, what you can do is now you can either use the existing system and you can write a letter to your district, state, or national commission, or you can file this complaint online and you can also use an app. So I'm going to go just give you a step by step procedure of how to file this complaint and who can file this complaint. So, who can file this complaint is basically any consumer to whom defective goods were provided or any services that were deficient in nature were provided. So, this can be a group of consumers or an individual consumer. You can also file this complaint as a consumer association. A state or central government can also file this complaint. And if you're a minor, then you can get a legal guardian to complain on your behalf. So this is who can file a complaint, right? Now, how to file this complaint? Step one, you always have to send a legal notice to the opposite party, whoever provided you with these defective goods or these services that were not up to the mark. You always have to file a legal notice. So a legal notice is any notice that it can be signed by an advocate, or you can even write this notice yourself and you send it to the opposite party. What is important to do in this notice is to make sure you highlight what the issue is, what were the defects in the goods that you received, or what is the deficiency in the services that you received. Now, once you file the notice and you send the notice to the opposite party, the second step is to determine the jurisdiction. So, to determine the jurisdiction, there are two steps involved. One, you have to check your pecuniary jurisdiction, and second, you have to check your territorial jurisdiction. So, for your pecuniary jurisdiction, if the value of the goods or the services that you had bought were less than 1 crore, then you go to your district commission. And if it is between 1 crore to 10 crores, then you go to your state commission. If it's above 10 crores, then you go to your national commission. So, this is how you determine the pecuniary jurisdiction. Coming on to the territorial jurisdiction, so this depends on where this opposite party that you're filing a complaint against, where they reside or where they primarily work. So that will tell you what district or state that they belong in, and that's how you determine the territorial jurisdiction. So step two is determining your jurisdiction. Now coming on to step three. So like I mentioned briefly before, you either write a letter that to the particular district, state or national commission, depending on the jurisdiction which we just discussed, and you address it to the registrar of the commission, and you write a letter, you send it via registered post, and your letter should contain certain details like the name of yourself, your details, as well as the opposite party's name, details, address, etc. What is the date and time that you avail these services or when you purchase these goods? And what are the necessary facts, such as what was the defect, has it caused you any injury, has it caused you any loss, etc. And what is the relief that you want? Do you want compensation? Do you want to go a bit further and seek damages? Is there sort of any injunctory relief that you want? So these are the details that should go in your letter, and you address it to the registrar. S- Another way of filing a complaint is you simply log on to www.consumerhelpline.gov.in, and then you make login credentials. You provide your details such as your name, your email, your contact number, and you create a password. Once you do that, you will receive login credentials, and then you can register a complaint by uploading all the required documents. So each sector has a different portal on the website, and then you register your complaint on the relevant sector. And you can also do this by using apps like the NCH app. It's available on Google Play and also on Umang app and the Consumer app. So what this new act is giving you is giving you various avenues. It's giving you the consumerhelpline.gov.in online registration. It's giving you apps so you can do it via your phone. And after you register your complaint, you will get a unique identification number, and through this, you can keep checking the status of your complaint. Another great feature is that you can also pay the fees for the court fees through the website or the app. And now, coming to the next step, what should your complaint contain? Your complaint should contain your name and your complete details of yourself and the opposite party. It should also contain the date and time of when you purchase these goods or avail these services. You also have to include necessary facts of the case, as in what is the defect or what is the deficiency in the service, what is the cause of action, basically. And then you also ask for your relief that is sought, like I mentioned before, whether you want compensation, whether you want damages, or whether you want any other further relief like an injunctory relief. It's important to submit the copies of the documents that support your claim, such as the receipt that you got when you bought the goods, if you received any warranty, any invoice, etc. Now, coming to the next step, this is a very important step. Always remember the limitation period. You have to file your complaint within 2 years from the date of the dispute. And that's the limitation period, it's 2 years. And suppose you are filing a complaint with the district commission and you get an order, you can appeal this order if you're not happy with this order to the state commission, but this has to be done within 45 days. And if you're appealing from the state commission to the national commission, then it has to be between 30 days. So it's always remember to keep this limitation period in your mind so that you don't miss this limitation period and you can get the your grievance addressed. Now, another thing is when you, if you're going to the National Commission, then you have to pay a court fee of 5,000 rupees, and this has to be paid via a demand draft in favor of the registrar. So, in short, this is the way you file a complaint. If you're going through the online procedure, it's fairly simple. The website is very user friendly and it tells you what to do. And it also gives you a helpline number in which you can, if you're not very tech savvy, you can always use the helpline number and follow up on the status of the app. It's much quicker than writing letters, and especially in the time of this pandemic, I think we can all appreciate how online filing works. And we are looking, as all lawyers, and I'm sure all consumers and clients, we're all looking forward to a digital India where all court and consumer complaints happen online. And I think it's the fastest and easiest way to go ahead.
Yeah, right, ma'am. Actually, digitalization is helping everyone in some or the other way. So
Yeah.
it's a nice thing that if these things are also digitalized. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us such a detailed answer for the particular question. I hope the person who asked this question got the answer.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have a nice day. Take care.
You too.